Hello everyone and welcome to JCGaming. Today we are going to be doing some net fishing. I've already switched out to nets and drove out to where we're going to be fishing and setting. And we just going to switch over here and we'll be ready to go. Net setting is a little bit different than long line fishing and deep lining because of the way we have to set them out. I'm not sure why it's black screening me here. There we go. Alright, so we have the nets ready to go. We click set net. I clicked prepared. How come he's not preparing it? There we go. Alright, so now we have a 120 meter net we can set. And we have to keep this line as close to the center as possible. The AI will do the speed for us. We can't go full speed. So we're just going to have to kind of little left, little right, and try to keep this as center as possible while still trying to go down the line we're going down. So he should prepare nets all the way around. It doesn't take long to put the nets out. For some reason it doesn't show us how many meters were put out so far. I don't know why I'm doing that, but... if you stop setting it, it damages the net. If you get this too far over to the side and keep it over there, it damages the net. And the same thing when you're coming in, like when you're pulling fish off, if you make a mistake on the number for the fish, it damages the net. So we're going to lay out like probably 5 nets here, because I don't know how many it's going to take to fill this boat up, and I don't want to like overdo it. But if we watch here at the sonar, there's a lot of fish in this area. So we're going to make sure he's preparing. And it's ready to go. So we're going to set it. Again, still lots of fish around. I mean, we have redfish, silver hake, pollock, haddock, redfish. There's pollock. I don't see any cod, but that's okay. I'm off a little bit on my line here. I'm going to try to straighten out and keep the thing towards the middle. If you know anything about this game, feel free to, we can start talking about it. I have no problem answering questions. So we're just going to keep going this way. Like I said, set out about 5 nets. We got to get 100 meters apart before we drop the next one. Or if you have any questions about what we're doing. The only reason I'm really doing this is to show the difference in the ability to make money compared to each type of fishing. Like which one's the best. And so far from what I've found, deep line fishing is the best for swordfish and tuna. I haven't done crab and I haven't done lobster yet, so I'm not sure on those. It's not in season. Lobster's April to June and crab is November to March, and I believe it's still August right now. Yeah, it's still August 17th right now. I kept thinking that was one of my markers for showing where I needed to go. But that's somebody else's buoy. They're fishing out here too. It's like a deep line fish or something. Which is weird because I don't really see... there's a few swordfish. I don't really see any tuna though. So I don't really know why you'd want a deep line for that. So I'm hoping that 5 nets... I mean, it's 120 meter nets, so it's not as dense as a 500 meter line, but this catches everything, whereas the hooks only if they bite. And these waves can also cause us problems when setting the net, because if it's serious waves, it'll push it way to one side, and it's hard to control putting nets out. Man, there's a lot of fish in here. Maybe I should put out 10 nets. I don't know. I've never done it before, so I'm going to try 5 just to do a trial run. Because I hate to have to put these nets out, pull them in, and throw the fish away because we're full already. Come on, boat. Keep going left a little bit. There we go. Got to keep this in the center if we can. Alright, so we have 5 nets out. I can clear that waypoint out. We can just cruise back over here, get in line for this one, and unlike fishing Barents Sea where we have to just travel around, we're going to anchor up here. And we want these to be around 18, 19 hours to start getting blue, and they're good until, I believe, 24 hours before they start going back the other way. So we're going to put this guy to rest before I bump time up, or he's going to have no stamina left over. Gonna get out of the captain's chair, go to the clock. And what did I say, we're at 1 hour right now? Hour and a half. I want to go to place at 18, so we need to go 17 hours, so we're at 17 or 18 and a half hours total. I was looking at this number, not this number. Whoops. Almost bumped it way too far. So 17 hours. At 18:40 they switch, so we can go 1 more hour. And then they're all blue. 1926 to 1848. Alright. Get back over here in the captain's chair. Switch back to third person so I can get the crew lined up. We're going to have Rudy and Josh on net hauling, and then the other 2 on gutting the fish. So our first buoy's right there, and we got to make sure that we're lined up and going straight across, because we can't be picking the line up when we're going across it. So I'm going to come over here a little bit and turn back to the left to make sure that we have the whole thing on the right hand side instead of going across it when we go. Okay, there we go. There, I picked it up. Now we can get out of the captain's seat for a second and go back here and watch these guys. Redfish. That I believe is a silverhawk. Redfish. There's no bucket over here anymore, so we can't see. That one looks like a mackerel. That's a haddock. Redfish. And I can't tell if they're getting goods, or I haven't done the netting on this, so net is 2 damaged. Net hauling not fully completed, but we did get some over here. How did it get damaged? He must be horrible about this, so we're going to switch out one of those guys for us. We only caught 3,000 something. Alright, so let's pull him back over. Let's look to see. Josh, net hauling is 4. Rudy, net hauling is 3. So we're going to put Josh over there, and we're going to take the other spot. Let's go up here to the second one, see if we can get it without having damage. Because that's a huge thing. I mean, we just damaged the net, so. there's a mini game on this like there was in Bering Sea or not, but we're gonna find out here in a second. Alright. Left mouse button to start. Oh, okay. That's kind of a neat little thing. So we gotta just pay attention to the screen in front of us and get it in the right spot so we catch the fish. Much different than the WASD on Fishing Fair and Sea. Seems like it goes a little fast though. I got one good. Not sure exactly where I need to land for the perfect though. Right at the beginning of the line, I guess. Good. Man, 2 goods and 1 perfect. That's it so far. Okay, 2 and 2. 2 and 3. And last fish. So we got 2 and 3. But it didn't look like it was any damage at all. And we got 8,900 pounds that time instead of 3,600. Huge difference. So, alright. I guess we need to get their skills up and just, I don't know, we'll put it back over there and let him get his skills up and we'll do. Why are you not turning sideways? I am like full on right steering and it won't, there we go. This is going to be tricky. Since the line's going to the left, I need to kind of steer, and the waves are really going to throw me off in this one, I think. I may have to back up, and yeah, I have to back up. Can't catch it on that side. Let's try that right there. But like I said before, I really don't want to do a bunch of net fishing anyway. I want to do you know, crab fishing, lobster fishing, and deep lining, because I don't know if he's missing these or not going through. I could have sworn mine kept going through, didn't they? Wasn't paying that close attention to it. I was more watching the little trigger to catch fish. But yeah, there should be a thing going over the top of his head somewhere. It says okay or good or perfect. Yeah, so you damaged the net again. Alright, well, how much should we catch on that one? 4,000. And we're way off to the side now. Again. Waves are just crashing us around. But we're still at 16,000 pounds, so I guess if I do the last 2 8 apiece, that'd be 32,000 total. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put him back. Get up here and see if I can catch on to this thing without going past it this time. Alright. See if we can catch some fish and get like 10,000 pounds on, and then we'll leave it to them for the other. We're going to start. Nice, perfect. Only 13 fish on this one though. Did I miss that one? Interesting. Sure be nice to see where the actual fish are, if the nets are damaged and where they're damaged at. We got 5,000 on that one. Puts us at 22. We're gonna go ahead and see, we're going backwards right now. That's the reason why it's throwing us off when I hit the steer to the right. It's basically turning the boat back around to the left, which is what we don't want. We need to pay attention when we have negative knots here. Or negative kilometers an hour, I guess it is. It should be knots. There's the buoys. Get up here, get us alongside, and slow us down. I'd like to earn about 5 million and then jump time ahead so we can do some crab fishing and then take out huge loans. Alright, starting. And we got 15 on this one. So we jump back into some better fishing again. As long as we can get some good, some perfects, no okays and no misses. I'm starting to get the hang of this, but it goes by really quick. Sound, or the chunk sound is good. Okay, no. Windy goods are better. Another okay. At least I didn't miss it. Caught 10,000 on that one, so we're at 32,000 pounds. So we're gonna put this guy to rest now. These guys have 24,000 pounds still to get on the machine gutter. So if we look over here at fresh fish, we have redfish, pollock, haddock, and silver hake. No cod, but that's fine. So we're gonna travel part way up to one of the docks as soon as we figure out where we want to go. I believe the most we have is cod or redfish, so 403, Lunenburg's 497, Lockport's 465, Dennis Point's 463. Alright, so map, Lunenburg is way up here in the top right, but I want to go to this waypoint here first to see if how much of the fish they get done. And they still have 13,000 pounds to go, and they got half their stamina, so they should be able to do a little bit more. Let's travel to about there. That's 10 nautical miles, and another 5. Keep an eye out for question marks as we come through here to see if we can get into their lighthouse or waypoint to travel to. And let's check right about there to see how they're doing. They have 32,537.9, and we have 538. So yeah, they're done. We can put them away, and they used about 3/4 of their stamina up, so that's a decent amount. We'll get them food to eat. We'll put Josh, I guess, on cooking. I don't know how good a cook Josh is, but he's gonna cook today. And then we're going to travel the rest of the way by fast travel to Lunenburg. Alright, dock up. Want to sell our fish? Yes. So as you can see, we had 32,000 pounds on board. The last time we had 32,000 pounds on board with the deep lining, it was about 900,000 to a million. This is worth 150 after paying our guys out. So we can definitely see that deep lining is the better way to go for fishing purposes. So I think that because I want to get to that 5 million mark, 6 million mark before November 1st, we're going to go back to deep line. We don't need the tutorial. All we need to do now is bait these things up. And I want to go after herring. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom, bait up with herring, because I want to go after more tuna than anything for right now. It gives us the most amount of money. And just spam this across here. So try and get as many of the herring baits as we can. And we got 3 left. And then we can check the bar to see if there's any tips. Nope, no tips. Check the map. Actually, we need to go back in there, get some fuel. Fuel. $5,000 in fuel. Repair hull, $58. Alright, now we can check the map and see where we want to fish at. So I'm thinking I want to go right along this line again, like where the lobster's at. Thinking we'll go to Seal Island, or do we want to go into Barco and do down here? Well, let's go to Seal Island. It's fast travel, then we're going to turn around, start heading back up to the northeast, and get wherever we want to go. Because the swordfish were there, swordfish is there. Didn't we have some tuna marked on the map too somewhere? We had some tuna, that's 17 days ago though. When's the 9 days ago, 5 days ago? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to go right out in here. So I'm going to travel probably right about, well, let's go right here. Check the sonar real quick and see where we're at. Oh, it's shallow here. 130 meters. Alright, so I see a swordfish and a tuna down there. Not quite as good as I want to see, but I think that's what we're going to do anyway. Alright, so we're going to put Rudy on setting bait. Let's get it ready. Get it ready, Rudy. Come on. If I don't see something here in a minute, I'm going to pick a different spot because they're not here. And I'm not seeing anything on the sonar, so I'm not going to drop where there's no fish. Maybe I'll go up to where that swordfish was at last. We'll go up along about this line, maybe, and go over to about there. Start checking the sonar out in that area. So again, I'm not seeing much of a redfish right now. It's a lobster. I don't know what that is right there. There's a redfish, okay. Yeah, it's quite a different story when you don't have any tips. I mean, I do see a couple tuna, swordfish. There's a couple. There's swordfish. That's a cod, I believe. I'm not seeing any tuna though. So, what do we do? Do we just drop out and hope? Or do we go looking for a better spot? Let's, I mean, how far out? If I travel to there, we can still... Let's go to here, and then angle down at that. Maybe we can find them right in there. I mean, that was 9 days ago. But it looks like they're traveling this direction, so let's see what we can find over here. And if there's nothing here, then we'll just have to kind of move around and search. I mean, one swordfish. Several swordfish, but no tuna. See a boat right there. I don't know what he's fishing for though. Let's bump this forward a little further then, see if we can actually find these fish. Ah, there's one tuna. That's a good sign. Let's bounce this back, see if we can see any more. Nope, just the one so far. But that's the first one we've seen so far. I can just start seeing, you know, like 3 to 4 in this section here at a time for tuna and starfish. I mean, tuna and swordfish. Right there, we got 3 of them. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually run into this before. Usually I can find a tip on it somewhere. And we're going to start baiting right here. I got one there. Swordfish. Hopefully we're not just shooting ourselves in the foot here. Tuna there. We might do okay. I mean, even if we can catch 1 tuna per line, average, that'll still bring us in like 300,000. Because you figure that's going to be 40 tuna at an average of 300 kilos of tuna. So you're looking at, see, now they started coming more. That's to be 12,000 kilos of just tuna at $40 a kilo. So that's 300,000-400,000 somewhere in there after expenses and paying the crew. We're not seeing any more though. That's kind of worrisome. I'm half tempted to drop 10, then go down a little further and drop 10 more back the other direction and kind of blanket the area, try and find them. But I guess if I'm doing that, I should be spreading them out further too. If I drop 3 lines here and I don't see a single tuna or swordfish come across the screen, that's probably going to be it for that section. Because I have not seen one there. There's one. That's the first one I've seen in 3 lines though. But again, I mean, supposedly these are schools, so it might be alright. I don't like that I'm not seeing 3 and 4 across the screen like we were yesterday. I mean, I could back it up, but still, I mean, even that we're only seeing, you know, half a dozen. I might change things up though. Do like 20 lines out here and then go down a little further south and do another 20 lines. Head back their direction. Maybe wait 5 hours in between too. Although we might start running into fish here and I might just keep laying them out too, we'll see. Because I am seeing some here and there. That is a lot of redfish though, man. Too bad we weren't trawling for redfish right now. Yeah, I'm gonna lay out 20. Put him to rest for a minute. He's done cooking. And we're going to, I don't know, shoot down probably about, let's say here, and go back to the west. Heading up at like that line. Put Rudy back out to baiting proper. Check the sonar here. We have the one already set up, so we're just going to go ahead and drop it right now. I see a fish right there. Still a lot of redfish. But there's a tuna. That's a good sign. One way at the bottom. I think I might get a little skunked on this one. We'll see. We're not skunked, but we won't do as good as we normally do. It's the problem with not having good tips and bars. But I am seeing some tuna coming out. We're seeing more tuna coming out. Now we're starting to find them. We're in 100 meters and we're seeing 4 right there, so that's a good sign. I just didn't travel down far enough for the first line, I think it was. Since it was, what, 9 days ago, or 6 days ago or something. Should have moved a little further south, probably. redfish, lobster, all the stuff we're not going for at the moment. Nothing on the screen for what we're going for. Oh, that's really worrisome. Just a couple of swordfish. Man, I'm hoping we do decent, not bad. At this point, I'd be happy probably to, yeah, have an average of like 1.5 fish per line. It is not looking super good by the sonar. But who knows? We could have them out there and they could be coming through in 2 hours, and then we hit them hard. So it's all about getting in front of them, kind of. Tuna and a swordfish. Just not sure if we went down far enough south, that's all. As you guys have seen in previous videos, I usually lay all 40 out in a single line because we're right on them. But we're going to do 2 sections of 20. I did not speed up time, I forgot to do that. So we're going to hopefully get them up before they start losing fish. I've watched videos where people have done like, not like this here, but where they've put like 2 here, and then 2 here, and then 2 here, and 2 over here, and 2 down here, and then they come back and start picking them up, and it's like, dude, what are you guys doing? Just making things harder for yourself. That's good. Tuna and 2 swordfish. Maybe a tuna also, yeah. 2 tuna and 2 swordfish. There's another tuna, another swordfish. Last line. Rudy, go rest. Josh, you're not going to eat it this second. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little worried about this one. We'll see what happens. We want to go over here. And then right to there. That'll be right about almost 3 hours. So we want to go to 18-ish, 19, maybe 20. So we're at 2.5. Let's just go to, that'll be 19.5 hours. We're gonna be picking up in the dark, but that is what it is. And that should be all blue. Yeah. All right. Get these guys out to work. And who do I want to use? Let's use Rudy and Josh. Away we go. I really don't need 4 people on this boat. I need 2, sometimes 3. And the 3 is because sometimes we need to repair or cook or something while 2 guys are working. But on this particular thing, it's nice to have, you know, in case these guys get tired, which they got pretty good stamina, but I can always move these 2 over to haul if need be. In fact, before we do this, Rudy and Josh. I thought Rudy and Derek were my 2 good ones. 5, 5, 3, and 2. Okay, so those are the ones we definitely want then. Alright, let's just watch the sonar and see if we can see the fish as we're going. Well, we got 3 on here, 2 tunas and a sword. That is definitely a good sign since there's no fish showing up down here right now. Couldn't tell what they did on that one. let's cruise up here to the next one and see if we can keep them going. So I'm not seeing anything on the sonar within 100 meters. And we got 3 on this one too. At least 1 tuna and 1 swordfish. I didn't see the third one. That's tuna there coming up, or swordfish on, tuna coming up to the boat. And this one here is also a tuna. And the first line was 790 kilos. And this line, 814. So that's a good start. 1,600 kilos and 2 lines. Multiply that by 20, that'd be 32,000 kilos, approximately. If we can keep it up. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but you know, let's see what happens. I am seeing some tuna fish and some swordfish on the sonar now, though. We got 3 lines here on this one also. That's tuna. That's tuna. I didn't see what the third one was. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the sonar. Ah, 3 tunas on this one. Good. If they're all big, you know, we could have 1,000 kilos. It's probably gonna be like 600. They're gonna be all small. 1,000. Nice. Good size. 340, 345 kilos apiece. How many fish we got here? This one's 2, swordfish and a tuna. That's alright though. We've, you know, this is line 4 and this is the first double instead of triple, so we're at 14 fish now. $514 kilos. So I still think we're doing really good. Another boat out here, I can't tell what they're fishing for. Maybe I can get a look when they go by. Maybe they're net fishing. It's the same type of boat we got, I believe. Yeah. Let's switch views. F. Run over here. Yeah, can't tell what they're set up for. Alright, 410 on that one there. Not that good, but that's alright, that's alright. We saw 0 fish on the sonar when we caught our first 3, so 2 fish on this one, a sword and a tuna. One fish. That's okay. Oh, here we have 2 lines that are, wow. One of them got moved somehow. It's way over there. I don't know how that happened. Unless another boat hit it or something and moved it. I've actually never seen this before where they've been moved. So, I guess we'll just swing out a little wide, pick up the first one, and then get back in line for the one that's way out there. This is what we're going to attempt to do. Yeah, not far enough. Back up here a little bit. Maybe it's got 3 just giant fish and it moved the buoy. That'd be nice. Tuna, 1 sword. $611 on that one. Alright, so this will be number 10. This is 1 tuna and 1 sword, I think. Might be 2 tunas, I couldn't tell. Let it come up a little further. Yeah, tuna and a sword. Alright, so I've found it's easier to go forward and turn, so I'm just going to make a big left-hand turn and see if we can sweep. It goes so slow going backwards. I really don't want to head into the west, but... Alright, so we got 6,144 after 10. So if we continue on that rate, we'll be at 24.5 at the end. Come on, boat, turn around. Man, I need to get lined up right over there. There. Seeing quite a few fish here now too. That's a good sign for us. Alright, we got 1 sword, 1 tuna. $570, that's pretty good. For 2 fish. Tuna. Nope, first one's a sword. So, sword, tuna. How many tunas do we have on board now? 15 tuna, 7 for swordfish. So 17 and 8 now. Which is weird, it's like 33% tuna when it's supposed to be 15% on this bait. Tuna. That's what we want to see. We want to see lots and lots and lots of tuna. Which is strange since there's nothing on the sonar. Probably little guys, they're trailing behind the big guys. 600-700 pounds maybe. 900, even better. I'm working on the achievement right now for 1,000 swordfish and 1,000 tuna. And it just showed me on the little bottom of the screen down here, it pops up for Steam. I'm at 201 on both. we've definitely caught quite a few fish. Look over here, we can look at quotas and see that we've caught 30,000 pounds of swordfish, 30,000 kilos of swordfish, and almost 50,000 kilos of tuna. And that's the stuff that we actually sold, not the stuff we have on board too. $442. A little bit small. I mean, we'll be doing good if we get 22, 23, I think. Because it's not a very good area. So we gotta have to keep that in mind as we're coming along here when we have a couple of bad lines or, you know, not what we're looking for. We get like 2 swordfish on a line instead of 2 tunas, since we baited up for tuna. Alrighty, let's go off to the next one. Sword and I believe a tuna. On that line. We're 10,000 pounds after 16 lines. Well, 10,095, but that one was 665, so now we're at 10.7. Three lines to make like 1,300 kilos to be on that 24,000 at the end line amount that we talked about at the 10,000 mark or 10 line mark. Alright, so we need 400 pound average for the next 2 lines. We can do that. I mean, just to keep on track for the 24 total. Watch me blank. Because I said, yeah, we can do that. Nope, there's 2. That's a swordfish. Man, we're catching a lot of swordfish. Why are we catching so much swordfish? That's strange. Alright, so as long as we don't get skunked here, we'll be at the 12,000 mark. Unless it's only 1 fish, then we might be just slightly under it, but I think we'll make it. We only need 238 kilos. 3 fish, nice. Tuna, and the last one is tuna. I'll take it. Alright, you guys are in. We need to move, so we're going to go straight down to here. Zoom in a little bit so we get this nice straight line onto here. These guys are still at only 21 hours, so that's good. So the longer the route is not going back to green, the better chance we have of catching more fish. And I know they stayed blue at 1 day 5 hours because we picked some up the other day that was like 1 day 5 hours. fish. We did come down here and saw a lot more fish activity though, so the chances are we're going to have a better score for here. Alright, so the 20 line mark, we're at 12,586. So yeah, we should do fine here. Tuna, tuna, tuna. Nice. So I was going to play some music, but I was looking at my channel, and there was some not copyright strikes, but copyright claims against the music that I picked up off of YouTube that said no copyright music on it. And so because of that, I either have to go through and edit each one of the videos that comes across a song that has a copyright claim against it, and have it cut out however long it is for that song, or I need to just not play the music, because what happens is if there's a copyright claim against the video, they can play ads on it to give money back to the people for the copyright claim, which it's a headache. So I don't want to see ads on my videos. I'd rather just play and have a good time and bring out some good content for people to look at without having to watch, 24 ads on a video that should have 0. And it's while you're streaming, there's no ads supposedly, but while you're watching later on, there will be ads. Because the claim comes after it gets rendered back to video form for people to play back. And I just don't want to deal with the copyright claims and having to edit video or edit streams to take out, a 3-minute chunk of a video because it has a song playing in it that supposedly has no copyright on it, but has a copyright claim against it. Trying to make your life, my life, everybody's life a little easier by not having to make you deal with ads. We're up to what, 164 before this line. So yeah, we're doing good. Almost 17,000 kilos. And I'm not quite sure how YouTube's algorithm picks it up. Whether it just has a computer that goes through and picks everything up and puts it in there, or whether, you have hundreds of people watching videos and listening. I mean, that doesn't really kind of make sense either. So there has to be some way of picking it up, but I just don't know how it works. I know trying to get their algorithm for getting people to come watch your videos is atrocious, and you're just trying to figure out ways of beating their algorithm so you actually have people coming to watch your videos. And of course, also when you go live, it doesn't send out the notification right away. So you know, if you don't have a Discord or a Twitter or something of that line set up for that for your account to put out notifications that you're going live, your viewers may or may not see it. Alright, so that was 28, and we're at 18, so we're a little ahead. That's good. I'm liking that. Like I said, we were in a better spot when we were putting lines out here, so I'm hoping for better fishing. What I want to make sure is not to fish it out, because I don't want to have to go all the way up to Dingby or Ingalls Head to sell fish at a better price. So I mean, I want to harvest, but I don't want to over harvest and just give myself, you know, $20 a kilo fish. The fish that I was looking at, though, fishing boat for crab, is the Co-Eastern, which is actually the Northwestern for deadliest catch, and it'll hold 90 pots, and with max storage it's 135,000 kilos. I'm not sure how much the fish weigh, but I think it said 1 to 4 kilo per fish. So if you have 130,000 available, let's say your average is 2.5 kilos, that's 52,000 crab that you can catch on that boat. I'm just not sure how long you can keep them before they start to die too. I'll have to check into that, because there's no processing on the boat. You're just catching crab and taking it in to sell it. And you can buy bait and rebait pots and put them out. You don't have to come back in when you run out of bait like you do here. I wish there was a way you could like have a little cooler sitting over here, or a freezer or something, and have yourself a little fridge that holds, like, you know, 100 baits in it or something, so you can re-put your lines out before you go into dock to sell your catch. Nice, 860. I wish we could get like the rest of them that way. 4 better. Thousands would be nice too. Two fish. Not gonna do it. Get this one in, or this set of lines in. Maybe put one more out. See where we're at for money wise. If we're close to 5 million, then I might gotta make sure we don't have any loans left too. I might bump time ahead to November, pick up the Co-Eastern for the next stream, and maybe do some crab fishing. Again, I haven't done it on this game, so we'll probably do the tutorial on it just to see what it's like. I did read a little bit that you want the little pots to be out there between 18 and 24 hours. If they get to 24 hours, they start losing their blueness. Like these are blue, they start going back to a greenish color, like the green that's on the top of the head right there. And then it'll go to orange, then back to red after being out there for way too long. And for too long, if they're out there in red, then you actually lose the pot, and you'll probably have to pay a fine or something if you lose the pot. Alright, 772, that's good. I'm liking those numbers. 700s or better would be, I'd be plumb happy the rest of the way if we had 700s or better. Average. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7 pots left, or 7 lines left. That'd be another 4,900 kilos, so it'd put us at 26 range. Two fish? Two fish at 854. Wow. That's amazing. That means we caught one really big one in there and one average one, or two big ones. Two fish again. Looks like both tuna, which makes me happy since we're going for tuna. And I'm still seeing a few tuna on the screen too. Let's bump this back to... Man, that's a lot of redfish though. Wow. I think we need to go further south on the next run. I'm going to put a mark right here on this one. I'm just going to put this tuna right here. So we go just a little further south than that when we put the next ones out. I mean, because technically we have 58 and 19. That's a lot of swordfish for having tuna bait out. But there's still some tuna right here too, so I don't know, maybe we don't want to go very far. I don't want to travel north and south as much. I want to try to go across because of the way the depths are. If you look here, it goes shallower down here, shallower over here. So we're in a deep channel right here, and I kind of want to probably fish right in here, I think, on the next run. Nice. First perfect of the day. It's about time to hit one. Four lines left and we're at 23,758, so we're definitely going to break the 24K mark unless we get skunked on 4 lines in a row. Which, knock on wood, I have not had happen yet. Two fish, that should put us over the 24K. Tunas. Man, we found some big tunas. That's 354.5 kilos a piece. Until we're getting heavy, it's getting harder to get up to speed. Fish. Man, we could break that 26. I mean, if we got a couple of real heavy ones, we might even break 27. We're 2,600 kilos away. It'd be nice if they hit some more perfects, though. $767, so now we're 1765. Yeah, 800, 900, 800. Yeah, probably not gonna happen. That's okay. We'll make 20. We'll make 27, 26, 26 and a half, somewhere in there. That's fine. Still a good payday. And if we have to, we'll go to 2 different docks to sell to. Tunas. If we can get 3 big tunas on the last one, it'd be great too. 850. So this one, yeah, it'd have to be like 911 to break 27K, but that's alright. 26 is good. fish. That's a tuna. Come on, give me one more. That's a swordfish. Give me one more perfect. One more perfect. Come on. Looks like a big swordfish too. That's a tuna. Little guy. $7.23. And I've caught 251 out of 500 tuna that we're working on. And we're at 26,813. These guys are probably exhausted, so we're gonna put them away to rest while we travel back to somewhere. Don't know where yet. All right, so we got Yarmouth is 31.53 and 35.42. Lunenburg 44.54. Lockport, no. Dennis Point, no. So Lunenburg and probably Dennis Point. It's only 2 cents a kilogram difference there on a swordfish. But that's a huge, huge amount there. What we might do too is when we get done here is we'll travel up here and drop these fish off and sell them. And then we're going to cruise over and open up the other two ports so we can see what the prices are over there too. I mean, because it can be profitable to take the extra time to run an extra 100 kilometers or whatever, or 10 kilometers, whatever it is. We want to just sell the tuna fish, and that's going to be a total of $971 minus the $50,000 for a $920,000 catch. And then we're going to jump over here, and Dennis Point was, well, we have to go, let's just go to Yarmouth anyway, since we're going to be coming up here to unlock Digby and Ingleshead. So it's close enough, we'll just go to there. I mean, it is 2 cents a kilo more. We have, I don't know, 4,000, 5,000 kilos. And almost 5,000 kilos. And the price went down too. It was 53, now it's 49. That's a bummer. But anyway, definitely better than $25 a kilo that we were going to get over there. And of course, we're working on our reputation every time we sell fish. See, it went up quite a bit there. And we'll buy some fuel. Repair the hull. We're gonna buy some bait. And I think I want to look at the quotas on the boat real quick. Yes, I still want to look at quotas. So we're at 71,235,000 for a swordfish. So I think this time we're going to go out for swordfish. Fish bait, which unfortunately takes longer to buy the lines because you have to buy and switch over each individual one. We have to go to herring, just buy, herring, buy. And then next time we're going to just go out tuna until we get our, within like, I don't know, 10,000 kilos, 15,000 kilos or something like that. And then we'll switch back over to fishing for swordfish. Just trying to make that money back so we can actually get this number up to like around 5-6 million. So that when we go to purchase the crabbing boat, we have the money to get all the upgrades we need, purchase the boat, purchase the pots, because I'm not sure how much the crab pots cost, but we'll have to get a loan out too. So we'll probably go, I don't know, $10-15 million in debt, just to make sure we have enough, and then we'll pay off whatever we don't need right away. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to fast travel down to this point down here, and then we're going to slow boat up north, trying to pick up maybe a few, unless there's a question mark there too, pick up a few of these question marks along the way. Because I know there's some up in here too, somewhere. I've seen them on previous games that I've played. So there's fast travel. And I believe one pops up here too somewhere. So we're gonna Bear Island, which is just another one of those. So let's I know there's one up in here. I don't think I'm gonna travel to that one quite yet. We're gonna go around and pick up this boat over here because I'm pretty sure that one's a boat. Usually don't have these things that close together. Alright, do that real quick. Oops. I want this one. Travel fast. Get over to it. Found the fixed boat. And of course we can show these boats here when we get up to hopefully they'll be up here at Digby. Alright, so I'm gonna cruise along. Like I said, I thought there was one way up in there. But I don't know. Should we get that one? Let's check to see how many more we have up here. I'm gonna scroll out a little bit so I can see. Okay, so this one we're gonna go out and get right away. Because that's probably gonna be a fast point. See the boat. So, alright, then we're gonna travel back over to here and continue moving up the coastline so we can see more of them. There's also a couple of those up at around the island up there by Ingalls Head. So let's just get the one down there that we saw too. This is called Digby. There's actually a couple up in here, but we may or may not do those right now. This one we will because it's a point of entry. Let me scroll in a little bit here. Make sure we're not hitting any land. Something is blocking my ability. Oh, we're in shallow water. Awesome. Alright, so we'll cancel those out real quick. We will move this way. And then stay in a little deeper water. Guess that it doesn't like it there. Yeah. Lighthouse. Alright, so now we're going to just travel somewhere like that. Because you have to be careful about how you come into some of these places. Alright, Digby discovered. And then we can travel back out here. Something like that. Oh, see the question marks right there? But that gets shallow water, so I need a different boat for that. What is blocking my ability? The lighthouse buoy? Really? Wow. Okay. That's fine. We'll go out this way, go around it. Then continue along our way. Alright. Now what we want to do is we want to go straight over to about here, I think. But again, like I said, these little waypoint things are nice because you can just fast travel and instant travel to them. So as long as you have fuel and don't run out, you're fine. But yeah, it's supposed to be Grand Cayman, but they wanted to be somewhat PC, I guess. I don't know. And we discovered Ingalls Head. Let's just dock up at Ingalls Head and see what we have for prices here. Or tips. Tips. No tips. Wonderful. Alrighty. Going back out to the map, as you see there's a question mark over here. That one is a boat. I only know that because I've done this before. So we're going to return. We're going to get off the dock here and then travel out. Because you can't travel unless it's away from the dock. Alright, and I think the best way is going to be to come right through here, up and around. Like I said, I wanted to get a few of these question marks as we went around, just to make sure that we don't miss them. And right about there. Then after this we can fast travel down somewhere to check for other tips. Gotta check my fuel too. Catherine. Alright, so I don't think there's any more question marks down below. We are going to travel just down to here to make sure, though. Yeah, okay. So now, there's no, I didn't check for tips over here at Digby, so we're going to jump over to Digby real quick. So a few of the ins and the outs of the games, the stuff you need to know. Like, there are some missions you can take that will say, let's just go to the town. Bar, missions, help deliver cargo to the airport, 10,000. That's great for when you're getting out. But if you take that, you can't fast travel. You can't use the slow fast travel. It's all just motoring along. I mean, it's great if you have autopilot, you can set it up and go, but yeah, there's no tips here either. So, we're going to go to, I'll get that one later. I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to go to Yarmouth real quick. Check for tips. Because I need to get something better than what we have going. I mean, I might just jump ahead an hour, a week or something too. If I can't find a tip here in a minute. There we go, here's a tip. Haddock from a week ago would be. Alright, let's go to the next one. Dennis Point is the next one. Right here. Hopefully I'm not running out of gas. Yeah, I'm running out of gas. I better get some fuel before I go any further. 4,430 liters of my 5,000 fuel tank. Alright, now we're looking for tips. Probably not going to be any. Yeah, no tips. Again, deliver cargo. We're not doing that. I need help finding a good spot. There's a question mark right there. Yeah, looks like we're going to go grab that one. Let's get off this purple area here. I mean, because a lot of those question marks are, all of them are either boats or fast travel spots, so you want to pick them up as you see them. Like there's one right there too, so we might just keep going along this way. Another lighthouse, which is fine. And then this one, right to there. I mean, we could travel through. There might be one up there too, if I'm not mistaken. No, we'll go around for that. Some of the boats are good, some of them suck. You kind of take the good with the bad. Unfortunately, there's no way to know. This is going to be a lighthouse, I'm sure. Hawk, same thing. It's a waypoint for traveling. So let's just go right to there. See if anything pops up. Actually, we could go up to there. I don't think there's anything up in there, though. Yeah, there's nothing. We have a big enough radar, we'd see it. So then we'll travel over to here. I could have swore there was one up in here. We'll see here in a minute, I guess. I might have got this one already because it's over here. I mean, I've picked up quite a few of them already. I'm going to travel up the coast here and do these ones, and then fast travel back to this because it's a pain to get in and out of that dock there. Let's see if we can find any more. There's a question mark right there. So we're going to travel up this way to about there. And I know that's a boat because of where it's at. Nova Scotia. That looks like, what is that? Is that a tuna boat? I mean, a crab boat? Oh, it just disappeared. That's a bummer. I was trying to look at that. Alright, clear that one out. Get out some new waypoints. Go out here. See if we can pop one up in this corner, maybe? No, that's fine. We're We're going to travel through this way though, just in case. Nothing so far. One up there. Let's see what we got up here. Another one right there. So we will clear those, set new ones. Oops, too far. To that one. Get this one real quick. The Sharky, it's a little tiny boat. That's fine though. We want to get them all. We want to get all the things unlocked. I think on my previous save it was only 38 of 39, so I was still missing one. Probably that one that's up by Digby. But I don't know for sure. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. So we'll go there. Something like that maybe. If we don't see anything, we'll just go ahead and pop another one in here. Keep traveling until we see one. This should be a fast point travel. Alright, anything up in here? Let's just pop over here like this. And one right there, okay. The lunar bow, trawling boat, a pelagic fishing boat. Alright. And I believe there's like two more up in somewhere in here also, so we're going to just travel right to here. And I don't know, do I want to travel up in there? It's a long ways to go for a possibility. Let's just go to fast travel to there. We'll open back up here in a second. Look. I want to look for tips real quick. No tips. Alright. Travel away from the dock real quick. Do I have my lights on? Yeah, I got them all on, okay. Shallow waters. No catching of fish here. Alright, now that we're away from there, we will cruise over here. Nothing. So there's no telling for sure that we're going to run into something up here, but only one way to find out. And that's to travel up here and look around. Just because I haven't gone over that way. I believe my radar goes like 1.5 nautical miles. So if I can just travel through the middle of this up here, I'll be able to tell right away if there's anything up here. Yeah, there's nothing up there. Alright. We'll go... Let's go through this way. Just because I want to do something different. See if we can run across anything over here. Yep, no, okay. So, I'm going to jump over to Lockport real quick. Check for any more tips over there. And then we're going to go out and dump them, I guess, wherever we can find a good spot to dump. Hopefully we can find a tip here. For tuna, nope, no tips here either. Let's actually skip time. Like, let's say, that'll take us to August 31st. Now let's check for tips. Okay, we have nothing to repay. Silverhawk. Alright, I'm going to jump over to Dennis Point real quick. I'll make sure I fill up with fuel when we get over here too. So we got basically a month left to make sure we have enough money to pay for... There's no tip here. Make sure we have enough to pay for the good fishing. Let's see, full throttle. None of those are tuna boats, or crab boats, I mean. I should have looked back in there in the last town for the other thing that we got unlocked. What was it? I want to say it was a crab boat. Don't have enough fuel. Okay, so we'll return, fill up on fuel real quick. Good thing it gives us that warning. Using a lot of fuel trying to find the fishing spots. That right there is a crab boat for sure, which I think is the one we unlocked. Available in Nova Scotia. I like that boat, but it only holds 50, and it's 9 million, whereas the I think it's the Co-Eastern and Yarmouth. Pretty sure it's Yarmouth. Man, come on, that's where I want to go. It's only like 6.5 million. And that's what it looks like right there, and it holds 90 pots. Shipyard, Co-Eastern. Like this is a trawler. This is a harpoon. This is everything. This isn't everything. This holds 90 pots. And it's only 6.5 million. Compared to the other one was 9 million. It only holds 50. You know, so I mean, 135 max storage. I'm guessing the other one probably has, you know, a bigger max storage is what it is, and more crew maybe. But we're at 3.3 million. So let's go out and make one more trip to see if we can slay some swordfish. That's all old stuff, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a month ago. We can go ahead and... I mean, I guess you can leave them up there so you can see what kind of way they're traveling. But this is one we put up 11 days ago, so we're going to travel to Steel Island. And then we're going to go just below that, I think. A little ways. Get a good look here at what we're dealing with here. Alright, because I don't want to go into this, it's too shallow. I think I want to stay in this area here. So we're going to go right about in here, I think, and go across. Yeah, let's do that. That's the one we put in 11 days ago because I skipped forward 7 of it, so it's going to be, you know, about in here, probably. So let's fast travel to right here, turns sideways, see how long of a line I can get in here. Because I could go across this. Let me see. That is too shallow there, which looks like it's a different color than this here. So this might be deep enough. Let's just jump out here real quick and see what the depth is. Yeah, 91 meters. We don't want that. Alright, so let's go back up here. Something like that. And how far across here can we go? Keeping a straight line out of the light blue. Yeah, we can go far enough. That works for me. Alright, so we're going to set up Rudy on pot and preparing the pots. We're going to turn the right direction and keep an eye on the sonar. I mean, I'm going to set the lines anyway as soon as they're ready to go. But there's a tuna right there. Bait it for swordfish, that's okay. The tuna and the swordfish run together. As you see, there's one right there. And we're going to put 40 of them straight on the line here, looks like. Because I'm seeing, you know, one every few seconds, so that's fine by me. Obviously, I'd much rather see dozens of fish across the screen, but we take what we can get. I mean, I'd be even happy getting 4.5 million, so I have most of the money for that boat. Because like the upgrades and stuff is going to cost us 500,000. be like 200 meters deep too and catching fish. Oh, perfect. There's a tuna right there. So supposedly, like, this is the boat line right here. This is where you should be hitting the net, and it should be dropping right on top of the line should be dropping right on top of where the fish are at. But being that I don't see the buoys going across here, it's hard to tell exactly where they land in comparison with the fish. But even if we don't fill up, I'm okay with that too. We're just trying to basically get as much done as possible in a short amount of time. Which means if we have to put out 40 pots and only get 30 fish total, then so be it. I mean, I'd prefer to obviously have, 120 fish if possible, but which, I mean, it is possible. I just personally have never done it before. The most I've had on is 95 fish, and it was like 90 or 88 tuna and 7 swordfish, I think, something like that. I can't remember if I broke 100 yet or not. Yeah, actually we did. We had 75 tuna and 25 swordfish the other night. Because I was thinking it was weird that it was 25% different. Because it's supposed to be 15%. Hello, and welcome to the channel. Have any questions about fishing North Atlantic? I played it for a little while here. I think the next episode, I'm actually, if we can get to that 4.5 million mark, the next episode is going to be bumping time ahead to November. I mean, we still got 2 months until November, I believe. It's first of September, so we got October, November. We could actually make enough money to purchase that boat without having to skip time, but I want to do everything on video for people instead of, or on stream, instead of bumping ahead 2 months or doing a bunch of fishing off screen. And oh, look, we have $20 million now. We got 23 out so far. I'm still seeing a couple of tuna and swordfish going along. I might have went too low. Who knows for sure? I mean, it's such a hard thing to figure out the exact right spot to go to. But we got 2 swords there, so I mean, we are baited with squid right now, which is for swords. So hopefully we can catch like maybe 50, 60 swords, and I don't know, 10 to 20 tuna fish. Be around that 80 fish mark total. I would be happy with that. For anybody that knows, how many meters are in a nautical mile? Because I was figuring it was like the same as a kilometer, but obviously not, since I have I put out a 4.6 nautical mile line stretch. We're at 2.8 nautical miles, and we've already dropped 29 pots, which is 2.9 kilometers. we're going to end way faster than 4.6 nautical miles. Almost done putting them all out. We can just jump forward ahead of time and catch some fish. I'm tempted to only have one of the guys out there because I like to do some hooking myself, and it doesn't really slow things down or speed things up to do it either way. It just means that I might have a chance of getting more perfects to catch more fish, more weight in fish. Alright, that was pot 40. He can go rest. And we will clear that one out, jump up here. I want to land about there and there. We got 2.5, almost 3 hours, so we want to, I want to say 19, 20 range. Are they not closing the doors? Okay. We're at 2.5. So let's go to 17 up us 19.5. I believe all of them should be caught by then. Yep, okay. So now we'll go over here to the fishing chair. Go back to this so I can move my guys around. And I think we're going to put Rudy on the deep haul along with us. And then we're going to put Derek on... What do we want to do? Let's get Victor doing something where he can actually get some skill. Yeah, let's put Victor on repairing. Alright. So we're going to cruise up here, get lined up, and it should be just speed up, slow down, catch, speed up, slow down, catch. I mean, I guess it does slow us down a little bit because I have to slow us down instead of just going full throttle into the circle of the catch line, I guess you could call it. We got 2 swords. Oh, what are you bouncing over for? Yeah, we got a good. That's better than a bad, so. I'll take goods all across the board. I just want to get no OKs. 420, so times 40, 16, 17,000 if we do it that rate all the way across the board. Nice, 3 fish this time. Man, that sun is bright. shine off the top of where their head's gonna be. Perfect, perfect. I'll take it. Yeah, another perfect. Three fish, 517 kilos. I gotta remember, we're catching swordfish which are smaller than tunas, weight-wise, because they're not as fat in the belly, I guess, for a better way to put it. Round, plump. I mean, they're about the same length, but they're definitely a skinnier fish. And we got two. Oh no, that wasn't okay. He moved right as I pushed the button. Yeah, we'll make up for it with a perfect. So far we have one okay, 4 perfects, and 2 goods. $512 off 2 fish. That's nice. For some reason this boat is not acting right though. Seems like it's going slow. Oh, come on. I can't, the 3 fish looks like. Tuna for the first one. Swordfish for the next 2. Man, that sun is bright. Bullseye. Bullseye. Second fish is tuna. I love if you listen to the sounds. This guy here is swinging way before we do, and you hear him thunk, and then we swing, and you hear the thunk again after, like he swings the second time. I may actually have to let them do this because that sun is just bright shining. Although we are getting some decent perfects, so maybe I'm doing okay with it. I think I'll do 10, let them do 10. and see where we're at. Because we're not catching a ton of fish here anyway. I mean, we are catching tons of fish, but not like we were before. Oh yeah, it's probably better if I swing the thing to catch the fish too. Get distracted thinking other things. We'll just do the backup of shame here. Takes forever to back this boat up. Yeah, we got 3 fish at least, that makes up for it a little bit. I don't like how they move back and forth this way when they should be in this like same general area every time. Because then you can just leave your mouse in one spot and click in the right spot every single time. That's probably why it does move around. Some people don't do that. Two fish, both swords. Are we going to be at 5,000 kilograms by the time we get to 10? Yeah, we should. It's 237 kilograms away. This guy sucks at repairing. It's only done 2%. Time it took us to pick up 10 lines. Oh, come on. I was right on that one. How annoying. Yeah, I'm going to switch over to those guys after this line. Just for some reason, somehow, the AI does it faster than I can click the button. Yeah, it's only one fish anyway. Let's just pop it. Oh man, I missed him. At least you don't lose the fish when you miss swordfish and tuna. I guess if you missed them more than once, it might make you lose fish, but... Alright, let's start hauling butt and getting this stuff done. All I gotta do is worry about driving the boat now. Two swords. That's funny. I was going so fast that we actually made it to the next line before they reeled those two fish in. A couple more swords. How much was that last one anyway? Catch 368. Okay. So we can do that again. That was kind of cool, actually. Be able to coast up to the next one. I mean, granted, we're not going that fast. I think part of what that was is I had backed up a little bit on the last one to get that that one net too. So I was further back and was able to get a faster speed. Nice big old tuna. Alright, so we got what, 23 more after this one. If I was recording a video, this is where I would pause and just get all the way to the end so to make a shorter video for you guys, do a little cutscene. But being streaming, we're gonna ride this one out, get the payday, and see where we're at. Hopefully, we'll be at the 4 million mark at that point. Then I'll only have to do one more trip, and then I can bump some time ahead to do some crab fishing. Show you guys a different aspect of this game. Well, and learn it myself too. I mean, everybody likes to catch crab, right? Do some deadliest fishing in fishing North Atlantic. Nice. We're almost up to this one too. Must be water currents or something, I don't know. I may actually have to back up on this one. I'm gonna have to back up on it. Yep. We traveled so far that I actually... Wow, that's amazing. Alright, that's fine. For one, two fish? Two fish. I don't know why you can't set the speed to go like 5 knots, just cruise along picking them up. That's twice now we've done that. Went all the way to the next line. I mean, it's not like I can travel super fast here. I don't know why it's changing up. I'm only doing 20 kilometers an hour. It cuts off the engine as soon as I grab onto it. So that's still a big distance to cover. Unless those two that we've done were like exactly at 100 meters apart. It was just just enough speed to pick up and through this, and these are like 120 meters apart or something. I mean, I have learned how to shut the engines off now, though, so that's a good thing. Or shut the propulsion down, I guess. Oh, no, I just shut it down completely. Interesting. I guess to hit the button one time and it takes the throttle completely away, hit it a second time and it kills the engine. I believe it was set up with X on Fishing North Atlantic. I don't know exactly what the button is here because I haven't switched over to number 7. I'd have to look at a different... I'd have to have someone else look or reset the controls for previous... But it's probably X. Same as your... the Z and C are your side thrusters, which I don't have on this boat. There's no reason for it. It's not big enough. It's easy enough to turn away from the dock. I gotta figure out a way to save some fuel though, because we're half a tank right now. I still have to travel back to wherever we're gonna sell at, which we haven't checked the price on yet, so let's check that real quick. It's probably gonna be Digby or Ingleshead. 42, 27. 27. Yarmouth is still 31. 25. 25. And 31. So, Yarmouth, Dennis Point. So Yarmouth for Swordfish, 38.43. Ingleshead's 42.26. 42.89. Looks like same as what it's been. It's gonna be a Yarmouth for Swordfish, and if we have a ton of tuna, it's gonna be Lunenburg for tuna, which right now we don't have a whole lot of tuna. We have 5 tuna for 1,500, so I mean, I'm not going to travel there for 1,500 when it's only like $2 difference. It's 3,000. It's going to take us probably 500 in fuel, so it's not really that much of a difference. Since we're mainly catching swords right now. And I do believe that if I look here under quotas, it's not adding on anything to the 35,000. So it's strictly keeping what we've sold, not what we've caught. Which I don't know if we can go over on that amount because it's not keeping track of it as we bring it in, or if it'll stop saying, oh no, we can't catch those fish anymore, we have to let them go. If we go above that 160 mark. We'll see. At some point, we'll go over quota. Up to 97%. How's he doing for tiredness? Okay. So that's Victor doing that. He's up to 3 on repair. He's gone up a point. Nice. Alright, let's go over here to the next one. Looks like 2 tuna fish. I mean, I could be wrong, but looks like we're gonna have some weather tomorrow and Friday. Cloudy on Saturday. I'm guessing that means waves. No precipitation. 400 meters for, maybe that's fog. 5.2 nautical miles. 400 nautical miles. 400 nautical miles. That's kind of weird. We're gonna have a better distance with worse weather. It's gotta be fog cover. That's clouds. Oh, 4.4. That's gotta be 400 meters, not nautical miles. $287 kilograms on the last one. I mean, we could break 30 still. Tuna fish and a swordfish. We've got 13.8 in here right now with 12 plus this one to go. So 13, and we need 6,200 kilograms. It's weird how we're just coasting further and further right now. I mean, it must be like the current of the ocean pushing us further. We're still doing 8.9 knots as we're dragging fish behind us. There, it finally slowed down. Now we're going backwards. Interesting. I don't really watch the kilometers, the speed chart before as we're moving, because I've never actually traveled before. Pick up one and travel all the way to the next one until this run. It's always been, you know, halfway maybe. Still some tuna in here. I need 4,000, around 3,500 kilos over the next 8 lines. Yeah, 8 lines. And we're definitely fighting some current right now, so I think the current's changed. It's going back the other way now. I remember before saying that it seemed like the boat was getting heavy and sluggish. Maybe it's the current causing the problems. $770 kilos. Doing good, doing good. Have a good chance of breaking that 20K mark this time. Not bad for having bad fishing spot. Man, why is it not turning? Okay, that was weird. How's Victor doing on learn how to repair? Still at 3, okay. I wish I told you how much they did per hour when you hovered over their name. Like how much he was working doing. In Fishing Barents Sea they did that. You could see that they would get like 1,000 fish per hour. And being the same developers, you would think they would put that in the game, but they changed some things up. You know, like for instance, the net fishing. It's you use the nets to and it's like a strike thing, like the hook. There are 3 fish, and we're currently at 17.9 with 5 lines left in the water plus this one. I wish it would stay on the radar though.
Have a good time.
Wow. Interesting. I don't remember the radio being that loud before. $18.6 almost. There's a volume control inside here. I know you can turn it on with that, but where's the volume control? Last song. Radio channels. Let's see what that does.
Take it down, increase.
Yeah, we can't play that. I'll get probably a copyright strike if we do that. He's at 99%. Is he still at 3? Is he up to 4? Nope, at 4. Still at 3. I was hoping he'd be at 4 by the time we got in here. Alright. 3 more lines to go, and we need 467 kilos to break that 20K mark. 467 kilos. 3 fish. We should have it right here. Although I believe the last one was 3 fish too. No, only 2. Okay. 2, 3. All right. Yeah, we should make it. Yeah, 252 swordfish out of 500. get that achievement one way or another. Only one fish. No, there's a second one. Never mind, there's two in there. Alright, we got one line left. We might break 21k, which is okay with me. That's a good amount. We'll go over to Bloomberg and, well, I have to check see how many tuna fish we have first. We have 10 tuna, so 2,600 kilograms times 2, it'd be worth like 5,000. I think it was, maybe it was more than $2. Let me look again. Make sure we got the right prices here. Alright, we got 10 tuna fish for 2,600 pounds. Yarmouth is 36. Lindbergh was 42, so yeah, that's $6 a kilo difference. That'll be a $12,000 difference. So yeah, we're going to travel to Lindbergh and drop those off. And then we're going to travel to wherever we need to go to sell the swordfish. Alright, sell these fish. Yes. Take the swordfish off. So 85,000. It would have been, I don't know, let's see, $6 times 26. That'd be 13.3, somewhere in there. Difference, so it'd have been 70 range. We're gonna get fuel just to make sure we don't run out. Repairs undamaged. Alright, now we're gonna travel over to Yarmouth. I'll make sure and put this guy to rest before we dock, so he doesn't I mean, I didn't move any of them. Wow, I'm really bad this time. No, that's alright, I'll have time to rest up before we go back out. Alright, soft catch, yes. And we made 550,000. We're right at 4 million. And we went up to a kinderfish, so we will, our port info, not this one, the logbook one. Logbook, sales. So because we went up port reputation, the price changed. In this one here too. Just as I said, it depends on your port reputation, so we need to obviously sell more fish and buy more things and get this raised up some. But that's alright. Read all. Read all. Read all. And autumn has begun, so here pretty soon, or September, November is when we need to have the money for the boat. We have no missions, which is fine by me. I really don't want it anyway. I mean, if they were to go out and catch some fish and come back, I'd do it, but I don't want to deliver cargo. I just want to fish. Alright, so let's look up the shipyard real quick. So we need 6.55 million for this one here. That's a good front drive boat. I said it's basically the Northwestern. Sig and Edgar's boat, or Sig's boat as the case may be. And we could possibly buy it right now if we wanted, because we can get a loan of 2.1 million. So, but we can take out several of those. Hey Rob, how you doing? So we can take out 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I'm doing the wrong one. Pay those off real quick. Go back to borrow money. We can take out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those loans and be 25 million. We have plenty of money to as long as we just jump the time ahead, we could go crab fishing on the next one if we wanted to. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do that, if I want to
fish a couple of these off screen so I can get the money paid up and not have a loan. So I'm going to fish gear. I already have the deep lines, so I'm going to bait them up with, let's do herring again, see if we can catch some tuna fish this time. Since tuna fish sells for more money. And as you can see, it shows 15-ish% for swordfish and 85% for tuna, and it's just the opposite with the squid bait, so we want to try to catch tuna. Alright, so I've been up for 2.5 hours now. I'm going to take a break and come back here in a little bit. It went pretty good, Rob. I've been up for 2.5 hours almost now. I'm going to take a break, go get dinner, and then come back, and I might stream some more of this or find something else to stream. I'll come and talk to you about it in Discord. So yeah, I'm going to end this stream. Thanks for coming out and watching. Until the next time, have a good one.